part is gated off from the rest. Whoever is buried here must have been important. It's not a silent monk, but it seems just as blank.
The masked servant does not speak. At first glance, the spirit seems much like... The spirit nods, and its face grows even more tortured. It is...
Spirits as haunted as the graveyard it roams.
The spirit of a young woman stares down at the... She looks up to you, eyes wide. The spirit stares at her transparent...
Locked in perpetual prayer. Keep trying, my friend.
Look who's come to join the party. Oh, but you do.
He takes a satisfied sniff and...
When it comes to graveyards, I'm a kid in a candy shop. Also, oh, but there's so much to offer still.
He presses a forefinger against his chin.
You understand enough? And there is... Well, that's the gold-plated question it is. Somewhere in this graveyard lies an object belonged to a family buried near here. Old Joanna was the last. The poor problem is, no one knows what this object is. Only that it's an astounding piece of work. Seems Joanna took its secrets to her...
His coy grin freezes.
I can recite each page from memory, but I've neither the time...
Tarquin sighs, and his lips unfreeze. For a moment...
It pains me to say, but you've talents in the adventuring department that I do not. This heirloom, it's a quandary, you see. I tried. I really did. The spirits within are particularly feisty as well. Can't say why. I'm as gentle as can be. I've told you everything you need to... everything I know. What it is doesn't...
He looks toward the grave.
Let's make this easy. The Surrey tomb must be somewhere nearby. And whatever... I do wish I could wander inside.
The dog growls and bares its teeth at you in a wide, unsettling grin.
Come closer. I dare you.
He sniffs. He snarls.
I am death. There's no defying me.
The dog's growls intensify and transform...
Oh, but the death you think you know isn't it? Not one step further. I know what you want here. But Kanna's already... Ha! She calls herself master. I call her minion.
The dog raises its head to the stormy sky and...
Necrotic
human graves. May the dead stay forever at rest.
Come on, mistress.
Zimski mutters to himself as he traces.
Heads or tails?
He flips the coin high,
Lucky. Enjoy it while you can. All my
turning from you. He crouches back to the dirt.
signs, the caller. Oh, Lady Luck always came when I called. For 30 years we roamed Rivellon together. Now I cannot influence even a coin toss. But you breathe. Good enough.
He smiles a foxy smile. He begins to trace sigils on your flesh. Though you cannot feel his fingers upon your skin, he croons incantations as he works.
Now you feel it.
The spirit cannot speak.
A sinner I, and who is not? The sinner lies that they sin not. A sinner's ending, true, yet unwelcome.
You recognize the dog from the town's.
Oh, hi! How up?
The spirit does not respond to your.
Careful now. That's a trap.
If graves you dig, I'll warn you now. Beware the creak and then the click. Then comes the... Close your eye.
The spirit's memories play out before you in darkest. Your footsteps crunch light upon the gravel as you approach the tomb. You ease your way up to the grave and run your hand around the lid. Click. Uh-oh, you think. Bang. The silence of the night is rent with a sound of screaming.
Commiserations, he said. I knew the risk. I have only one regret. No, stop, thief! No, 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 no!
I spotted a trap. Look at all these bones. This won't be of any use. It's broken. I've spotted something. Still sounds stuck. Must be more to it. Garbage. What's this? I found something. Ah, success. It's shut tight. No, the door. It's shut tight. It's shut tight.
It's shut tight.
It's shut tight. It's shut tight. It's shut tight. Garbage. It's broken.
spirit does not
It's hard not to feel some. I watched an elf spend hours trying to force his way into a little. He did not leave empty-handed.
You have done me a great service, friend. Now...
The spirit of
the
the
spirit
tree.
ignores your presence. The spirit ignores your presence. The roots of a great ancestor tree. You were a scion of the elves, the mother tree. But then you hear a voice, a friendly whisper from grateful. You accept. In an instant, you are at last. He bids you guard your tree. The spirit ignores your presence, busy as it is resisting the pull of another. The spirit gives you a... The skeleton tries to brush the dirt from his clatter.
Thanks. You're probably...
He pokes a finger against his os...
I'm a bit of a philosopher, you see. Not much else to be, what with all that thinking time. Oh, but I don't just go around...
The skeleton pauses and sighs.
A soul bond will settle it. A battle, but I'm sure you'll be just... Oh, it's easy. We link up souls and share our innermost beliefs. The loser, well... Battle is dangerous, is it not? I find it to be true anyway, even when you're battling your own mortality. Oh, how fun. Just...
You reach for the rib in question, but nothing feels different. Not until you try to pull your finger away, and it remains glued to the bone.
All right, mister. Deep thought. First up, our purpose in life. I say it's to accumulate knowledge. Pretty great answer, eh? Can you do better than that?
His jaws clack together in a show of self-assurance. A shattering shiver passes through the skeleton's body from toe to head.
Well, but... Tell me, Sammy Smarty Pants. I say no. The gods guide our every move. I dare you to outsmart me now. How could I have been so simple when the truth... Well, I won't let you outshine me again.
The skeleton hangs his head low.
Is there a difference between right and wrong? The truth is that there is not. Only action and consequence. chance. Oh ho! I got you there.
You feel the bond break between your finger and the skeleton. You pull your hand quickly back.
I can't bear this.
More not for Crispin, a simpleton's idea of a clever man, and a poor man's idea of a rich one.
Ah, you again. Oh, goodness. Take a few deep...
Masked freaks. God's damn right.
As you reach to push open the...
A little sorcerer. You are a sorcerer, are you not? Perhaps even god-woken.
Silence greets your answer.
Enter.
The face melts.
I wouldn't think to build a mansion in a graveyard, but... well, I can see what's
The spirit does not respond. The spirit cannot... The stag trophy stares outward with dull. A faint breath of chill air brushes the back of your neck. The gentle scrape of a sound, a foot. The ghostly stag inclines its antlers.
For what prize would a foolish poacher discard his life? The answer lies at a halo of wildflowers. Seek it out.
The lizard hums tune.
10 spans under, humans slept. 10 spans up.
She looks to your left with one eye.
It helps me remember where the dead. Sometimes they don't stay where I put.
She smiles at you with the innocence of a...
Keeping watch, tending the graves.
She returns to her humming. She flinches as you move.
No touching.
Her humming fades. The eerie silence lasts.
Riker might get mad. He doesn't like it when...
She shivers and whispers.
Powerful sorcerer. Lives here, right in the garden.
She points at her head.
The servants. They got nothing up there. Riker has it all now. The servants, so lost. Chained by sorcerer Riker.
The ensuing silence. The spirit gives you a tortured... A spirit sits behind the...
O'er black and white, o'er globes they glide, o'er flats and sharps. Whither go they, Lord of Life?
The music swelled.
Death prowls above. Ascend only. Do not ascend. The web of despair
The
awaits.
spirit cannot speak, or perhaps... The spirit does not... The spirit cannot speak. This door is locked tight. Peering in, you can... Before you stands the ghost of an older woman, clad in flowing
Magister Pavlonia, charmed to me.
Your hand passes right through her.
Oh, my hand. Well, really, I'm quite aware, but I am not fully. I keep forgetting things somehow. Wait, the spider. It was the spider. She chewed me. Bits of me. Slowly. I keep looking, but yes. I came from the Black Pits. He must have mixed something into the delightful... Next I knew, I was ruled. I hope you didn't drink any tea downstairs. He's a master sorcerer. Everyone knows that. And besides, he had some business that coincided with... So Dallas ordered him left alone.
She throws you a haughty glance. In the...
None of your... Never mind.
She stands stock still and looks into your eyes. There is no hint of pleading, no cries for mercy. The spider spindles right up to you. Her...
Don't you know, my little pepper pot, that it's ever such bad manners to enter a queen's boudoir without permission?
She shuffles her enormous body closer, looming over you until you are enveloped under her shadow. Venom sizzles to the sound.
You come here for me. You desire another spider's kiss. How rude you are, Sugar Plum. But I'm not interested in you. So you are still prey, but of a different kind. I hunger, and I hear my princelings blubbering in their loving cocoons.
She sniffs around your pack, one leg lazily correct.
Nothing in there for me, Poppet. You lie. The only meat in this room is draped over your bones, and I will have it.
She narrows all 8 eyes and steeples her 2 front legs.
All right then, my juiciest of morsels. Bring me something better.
What's this? I found something.
If you think the master loves you more than he loves me, then Dot, you're...
Master's the master. Master knows the dog is...
The cat gives the dog a long, languid...
Settle an argument for us. Dog's body here thinks that because the master is grateful for his... I, on the other hand, know full well that it's the master's admiration for...
Master loves his dog.
You're a moron.
No, I'm not. I'm black-brown.
See what I'm dealing with? Come on, settle the argument. Tell him he's wrong.
Dog.
Oh, cat.
Dog.
Oh, you're impossible.
The spirit gives you a torch.
Not amused.
The salamander turns away.
What's this? I found something.
Truly beautiful. Poetry on the page.
At first glance, the spirit seems much... The spirit nods.
Not amused. A visitor. Such a rare and...
The elf tilts his head backwards.
Call me Riker. Please, do avail yourself. Look around you, good sir. And yet, I suspect there's even more. Don't be so naive. I also see you are not yet...
He presses a slender forefinger against his tight lip.
I'm not a generous man, but I could... Let's not be so secretive, my good fellow. You're dying to show. I can help you with that. You must go to the Black Pits. There's a cavern there. In it, you'll find a stone tablet of...
He points to the location on your...
Bring it to me.
Dizziness. It lasts just a moment, but long enough for you to feel Amadia's presence. You hear no words. The episode passes. Riker is peering at you.
Oh, but heading to the Black Pits would mean tangling with more It's a miracle of the ancients. Priceless. I won't bore you with further detail. Suffice it to say...
Riker's lips stretch, and his cheeks...
I'm a man of taste, as you no doubt see. A promise you'd best...
Riker bows his head deep.
Then you'll have the power you seek. If not, now please, don't let me... Tarquin. There are some types, deceitful types, that don't deserve to...
He turns the back of his hand to walk...
Do be sure to see yourself out. These tomes demand my attention. dreamy prose. I could get lost in it. Truly beautiful poetry on the page.
Ah, you again. Oh, goodness. Take a few.
Killed by Voidwoken, who were killed in turn themselves.
the spirit of a dwarf...
A word of the wise, friend. Never help a sorcerer. They'll only bring death in their wake. You're the same as the one who did this, dragging monsters into our home.
Don't toy with me, sorcerer.
I don't know where Hanag's gone.
Oh, he swears.
The White Magister swiftly pivots toward...
Did you come for the show, then? Good timing. The interrogation...
He chuckles and pokes the inside of his...
The hammer herself sent you, did she? Well, you'll just have to report...
The sorcerer fidgets, and you notice a thin dagger resting in his palm. He slices away a bit of rope, then looks at you, eyebrows raised. The White Magister turns to the sorcerer.
Where's Hanag, half-wit?
I'm telling you, I don't.
The Magister silences the prisoner, turns to you, and holds out his hands as if to say, well, I tried my best.
Well, she...
His eyes narrow.
What are you playing at?
The White Magister spins on his heels, just as the
A plot twist! I...
Damn all of it!
Godwoken, undead, the void seeks you.
The statue gestures, your eyes close.
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over.
With friends and lovers, find your true repose. So journey forth.
So, what's the word?
Always.
I haven't forgotten what I've heard about the chef's mastery of the pot.
Bitter march of humans unabated.
But Majesty said.
Here I still am, and yes? Have you any... In short, travel east in search of a dwarven base of operations. Should any such place exist, it would be very... Can't describe it to you.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends.
The carved figure, your touch, creates a...
What's this? I found something.
The angelic figure stands. You're lost in...
Much business today?
Not much.
Here I still am, and yes? Have you anything to report?
He snatches the letter from your hand.
Lohar! He's been involved from the start! The great and honourable Dallas will hear of this. As for you, there's a little reward in order, I think. Now, all we have to do...
He leans in. His voice drops.
Listen. There are such things as courts of law, due process, judges, jurors. But these... And Lohar, even the gallows are too good for that rat, let alone a cell. His head. See to it, would you?
What is it? I have a lot on my mind. That's right. Lost one of my best lads, Anna. We will, once the Reds turn down here, whatever needs doing. What's your name again?
The thick, close smell of rotten fish crowds you like a fog. Your man Mordus approaches, says he wants to join the team in the cave. You wipe your face with your fork.
What's your name again?
spotted something.
Time for another. Snack.
Further come, and I'll knock the head in. Doing what are you laughing to again to try? Not to be worth it. Aye. Caretaking.
I've spotted something.
Hollow all she likes.
I'm ready.
God, that's good. Give it to me again. Yeah, that's the spot.
Chill just rolled up my spine.
down for a little scuffling and tussling? Let's see if you got some... That's the spirit. She'll want to talk with you Well, on your way then.
In the shadows, a dwarf...
More fodder for the arena!
Curling her torn lip back over broken teeth, she grabs your hand and pulls you down to the ale-soaked table. Never losing eye contact, she begins arm wrestling you. She glimmers in and out of view.
You need to practice more, dear. Try some pull-ups before you even think about... I bested that Voidwoken below us, you know. Based on your performance so far, that's cute. But I shouldn't judge your baby steps.
The look she shoots you is withering enough to...
I don't owe you squat. Go talk to the raucous one. Tell him I sent you, and he'll set you up for a challenge. Prove yourself worthy, then I'll...
Figure it's time to prove yourself. Let's get it done. Is that so? Well, looks like the... All right. Just in any case, you're in for a treat, laddie. Better than sweet cream stew on Lucian's Day.
none.
Drat.
She lifts your blindfold and nudges your nose with her own.
Nice to see the cub has some claws. And you proved yourself against my little challenge. Come on, show me I'm alive.
She winks over her shoulder.
Nice show out there. You're smouldering, you are. Oh, this'll be a scorcher. Who are you taking?
Say, looky, a champ.
The dwarf bounces up and down with glee, then catches him.
Extraordinary, son. Just extraordinary. The spirit of the one ain't just praise you're earning, though. Giving you this key, too. It's an arena champ tradition.
The dwarf bellows out to all with...
I proclaim thee the champion of the Driftwood Arena. Get your gloat on and... Impressive. There's...
She spits 3 bloody teeth out onto the floor beside your...
I truly didn't think you'd have that much fight in you. I'll win my title back, I will.
Aloha, matron.
Thank you for bringing Queen. I have all the evidence I need. Well, well, well. With Lohar dead, we can finally more than a pledge deal. Who am I to judge a person's tastes? You did what you were... I trust you'll find the compensation for your troubles adequate.
Woke up this morning in a sweat. Can't get that.
Buying or selling? Capital. Good luck to you.
That's all you gotta think about, right?
Easier said than done, Ada.
Hear ye! Divine order to march against the ancient empire!
You're safe among friends. Never forget it. Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit your ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Keeping it together, Bree? I'm all right, as long as I'm too much. You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Your fish stinks of the void. What kind of rat would sell such filth?
The kind that don't fancy starving, along with the rest of this town. It's all well and good for you with your rations. We've got to take what we can get.
Keep talking, dwarf, and you'll end up eating sawdust from a cell floor.
Ah.
Woke up this morning in a sweat. Can't get that thing in my
Made it back safe. That's all you gotta think about, right?
Easier said than done, Ada.
Keeping it together, Bree? You're safe among friends. Never forget it. How you holding up?
Not in any mood to talk about it.
The carved figure is of your touch.